say that you can use a bow or crossbow when you're adjacent, but I will also include firearms in that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna.
Because it does last for a minute per level, that is something that can be done with having basically a round for Shonda to move like right next to it.
It's,
How many rounds is a minute?
10.
10.
Okay, we got plenty of time then.
This would be firing in melee, right? Because it's threatening.
It's not
It's not
threatening.
threatening anyone. It's unconscious.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry.
Jake.
Also,
that
being
little icon
being,
doesn't look like an unconscious icon. It
being
looks
a
like
large creature,
Explosive.
being a large creature, you
Yeah.
could also target one of the squares that is not being threatened,
But you'll wake it
which
up.
currently is all of them.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Just walk over to it then.
coup de grace.
No.
Oh, let Chandala do that. She has the best crit damage, probably.
Oh.
Mine isn't terrible.
Then I don't see any reason to move at all.
Maybe.
Right, she, seeing the spell taking hold, Chandala hefts her musket, moves in closer, and basically walks up to it, puts the musket right next to that fleshy part she shot before, and just, looks at the others, nods, and then just pulls the trigger.
next round.
Unless you want to do it now, or which in case
Sure,
she's going to wake up and you don't get a coup de grace.
Sure, next round we can... if that makes you all happy, then we'll do it next round.
It depends on whether you want a coup de grace or not,
I
Jonas.
do want a coup de grace.
Oh, then it
Do
has
we-
to be done next round.
Do we still have those trauma packs from before?
Yeah, 3 uses left of him.
Okay, do you want
I'm
to
gonna
just
Stop
give
my
Chandala
rage,
a turn?
honestly. That's important. I stop my rage, and I, move a little away, because now I'm also fatigued. So,
Okay,
hopefully you guys can finish this.
Saren.
I'm not moving closer to that. I'm fucking staggered. Hurt. Like 10-foot movement speed. Hurt.
She's got this.
In turn.
Because no one else is gonna attack.
Health point.
Just delay until after me, and if I don't kill it with this, just lay into it with whatever you have.
Tentacles are still grouping. Kenrick.
Oh,
Delay.
Yeah, ready my crossbow and delay.
Okay, Permian, delay.
Well, should I heal Zarin or delay?
Heal him.
Yeah, heal him.
It would have to be with the trauma pack.
You don't
Yeah,
have that
sure.
out. You might as well just delay and prepare to attack the Galar.
Yeah,
You can heal me after
I'll
combat.
delay, and if it survives, prepare to fire a bow shot.
Okay, Chandala.
Alright, I'm gonna roll an attack roll, and we'll take the damage times 4 then. Because I don't think I can hit like an auto crit.
Just roll your crit damage, which would be 4d12, I guess.
It's 4d12 plus 2 on each of the rolls because of my deadly aim.
So
you
plus 8.
automatically hit and score a critical hit.
Right, 4d12 plus 8.
And if it survives 29 damage, it gets to make a Fortitude save DC 39 or
Yep.
die.
The bits of the creature splatter against the cave wall. And it looks very dead, as is evident from it being a two-dimensional picture.
Well, Chandala looks down at it. She looks very pleased with the effect on the splattered dead creature. She looks over to Kenrick and gives him like a thumbs up.
You gave
Good
it a
shot.
penalty. You gave it a penalty die, Jonas. It had 3D, and you put it down to 2D.
That's right.
Penalty dimension.
Yes.
That's hardcore.
Sounds like
Sorry,
math.
Zern slumps over to the side, resting his entire right side of the body.
Well, I'm glad that hit because that was my last level 1 spell.
But boy did it.
And behind the creature, in a small mound, does seem to be something glimmering.
Glimmering. What could it be?
Glimmer.
Just forget about the wounded.
No, that
Well, yeah, I can.
trigger another combat situation. Oh, glimmers! I love glimmers.
Do you want
Like it's like a robot that activates and heaves it out of the
Beep boop.
sand.
Spike trap or
the
something.
trauma pack is an option. We have 3 uses of it left. I'm out of spells.
I mean, I can drink one of the potions of cure moderate wounds. It's just a point it's either a trauma pack or I drink the potion, or you wait for me to hobble 10 feet per round because I can only take 1 action.
Well, do the
Yeah,
trauma pack.
healing.
I think it's fine.
Or the healing potion. which is better.
Trauma pack is better
I
to
think
use, I'd say, because
Yeah.
the potions we can carry with us and use individually
Yeah, and
Okay.
in combat. Like
Yeah,
they have
exactly.
more flexibility.
Mhm.
Do it,
Well-
Professor.
I'm gonna use a round of luck so that I can't fail on the healing packs.
Yeah.
I can use all 3 basically healing pack uses here if we need them.
One at a
on one
time.
round of luck.
One at a time.
Well,
I'd
yes,
like
but I'm just saying I can't fail the check. So there's one of them for Zarin. One for Rothor. Should we save the last one? or
Yeah,
use it?
save the last
Yeah.
one, I say, in case
Okay.
of incredible emergency.
I thought we had the potions for that. Sarah might want another set of hit points if he's going to lead, which I
Okay.
think, after looking at what my wonderful 8 take 10 perception yields, might save us in the long run.
It depends on how long we still want to stay here with resources.
Well, our
equipment.
next encounter, seeing as how this appears to be a dead end, and you can investigate just to check, but it appears to be the lightning room.
I would go back to the other. There's like another door back there we haven't checked.
How long have we been
Maybe
down
there's
here?
something in there we can turn off too.
How long have we been down here, Sheep?
At this point, considering that you've discovered or explored the entire desert, I would say you're reaching 4 hours.
Wow, didn't
Then
feel
we
like
need
that
to
long.
backpedal
Yeah.
out. Anyway.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd been down here for 2 hours.
Oh,
Then
with all the
we-
investigating and
If
slowly
that's the
trudging along the
case,
wall.
Sheep, if that's the case, do we still want to use the trauma kit then? Because we could backpedal out and just get healing in town for much cheaper.
I mean, how long does it take for us
If-
to get out?
If we just gonna backpedal
You
anyway.
still have to give me like one use of that, or I'm hobbling 10
No,
feet
that's
and I
fine.
can't swim.
No,
in my
that's totally
condition.
fine. That's totally fine. I have a thing for that.
Carry him.
Yes, Shonda, in that case, will take out a small, like a small little, what do you call it? Almost like a snuff box looking thing. It has some weird, like almost like army seal on it, and she will pop that open, and there's a salve inside that she, looks at Saren and says, this will close some of your wounds a little bit at least." And then she would apply a blood clotter salve, healing Saren 1 hit point and stopping any bleeding he might have.
So yeah, I guess if we want to save the trauma kit things,
Yes, that would
Yeah,
get
sure.
Saren to 1 hit points, and we could backpedal out.
So what about that glitter, though?
yeah, I wanna. The thing.
I will run to the toilet really quick, but the glitter I will post in chat.
All right.
Jurassic Park.
Banana. Banana. All right. My suggestion then is that we pop out, get some healing in town, and then we basically sleep until next day and then go straight back in again.
My concern is whether we might encounter more skeletons.
On the way out?
No, when we come back in.
I don't think they will. I think we kind of thoroughly destroy
I
them.
think that's a false statement because of all the expeditions that have come through here in the past. Like, if those skeletons have animated and attacked every expedition that's come through here,
I mean, we
Well,
Gather
can.
them all
maybe-
up in a pile and use your Earthbreaker
I mean,
to crush them.
yeah,
to
we can
bits.
The
utterly
same goes
smash
for
them.
that lightning room, though. I would strongly suggest next time we go in, we check that room we skipped this time.
Yeah, you
It
could.
can't be that big, like from the map.
The
view
thing
of it,
is,
but
the
what,
thing is,
what
we
room are you
can't.
talking about? That room
We
didn't
can't
seem
open-
like yeah, like I thought like she pretty much said that's unopenable.
did he?
He said it was
Oh,
like super sealed.
so-
I think.
Oh, I don't.
I
remember
mean, we
that
can try
one.
like we're not gonna be able to damage the wall.
No, I mean,
We could
I'll
press
ask.
the rod button on it.
That just wasn't the. Yeah, I didn't catch that then. I was more like it was broken, but that doesn't mean unopenable.
We can always try to identify also some of the stuff.
Like a lightning absorption rod.
Maybe.
I
Why
mean,
not?
the room isn't that big. Shouldn't be too hard to like rush through it.
We don't want to rush through this.
It's
Shot.
probably a reflex save to get through the room without getting shot.
Sheep, a question.
Yes.
This door here, was it unopenable?
That door was investigated by Pimian, and he came to the conclusion that it would be incredibly difficult to impossible to actually open from this side.
Okay.
There was no interface, no keyhole, no nothing to actually apply any, cunning at. Would have to be forced open.
Sure.
Then I
Right button.
I still think then that we move out, rest up, heal up, and then come back next day. I don't think
We
the
have to
skeletons.
move out unless we want to swim out, like having to actually hold our breath.
Yes.
You know,
If we've spent that long in air, we have to leave.
we don't
Alright,
really have a choice.
Let's go.
Yep.
Out.
Yeah. Anything on this corpse? We only found that 200 gold pieces.
And
John,
in addition to that, a necklace. Yes.
is the necklace magical?
Maybe.
I can
I
cast
Cane
detect
Rick.
magic on it.
have detect magic as a cantrip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
All right.
Awesome.
No, we'll identify that when we get
Let's
out.
see what it does.
Is there like a lore skill or?
Spellcraft.
Let's quickly before we go gather all the skeletons into a big pile and just crush them to bits so they don't reanimate.
I'm
I'm not sure if we have time.
I literally
Yeah.
don't see. I literally don't see. No,
Okay.
unless you want to like die underwater.
Okay. I don't think it would take. We have like an hour. It doesn't take that long to backtrack.
I also don't.
That
think it's
hour
gonna
is
do any
rather
good.
just
Like if
pick up
they're
the
gonna come
corpses
back,
of that robot and haul that up to that guy we can sell it to.
Right. Yeah, we'll bring
I
the
think
robot
that
corpse.
Yeah.
Toy robot corpse he might like.
Yep.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
might
can,
be
I
like,
can take it.
I'll give you
I'm gonna keep the hand though.
10,000 gold pieces. Well, it's only 10 gold pieces then.
What? I mean, then we sell the hand. Yeah.
The hand is worth 9,000 gold pieces.
All right, we head out, Jeep.
All right, you can transfer yourselves back to the torchmap then.
Woo.
You're not here. Go away.
Yes, there's a beach
fucking
chair.
fling the clock father out.
Is that a beach chair with like a parasol sitting there drinking? Oh, welcome back. Well, since we need to rest up and heal up, I suppose we'll trudge over to the bar.
Like go
And,
purchase some healing spells again.
Yeah, exactly. And basically, my suggestion is that we just go straight back in the next day.
That'll do me. Done.
That would give you another day's worth of identification rolls if you want to do those.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll spend how many tech? We have like 3 tech objects now. 3, 4. I have.
We have the rod. We have the shiny sparkly discs. We have.
Don't worry, Grimmith. It'll hold your dick.
Thanks.
Well, that's.
I do like having my dick held.
Didn't even buy you dinner.
That's important, right?
Hmm.
Let's see here. You've got the mechanized blacksmith's tongs, the grayish plastic object, one-handed black stripe with extendable metal rod thingies and 2 buttons. You have the 2 sparkling silver discs buzzing with energy. There is, of course, still the slender metal rod with a button.
We have the necklace of amber
Yes,
trapped
there's
insects.
your necklace made of amber trapped insects, and then there's your 2 scrolls of
To the lab.
I'm willing to spend today one technomancy spell to identify a thing.
I thought you already burned through your level 1 spells of the day.
Aren't we? You said if we're going back to the next day, then we have
But you used it on Rothor in the battle.
rolls. Yeah, no. What I'm saying is, if we're going, he said we have more identification rolls because we're going to the next day, so I'll have my spells back.
Yeah.
So
The next
I'm
day you would of
using
course have
one
your spell
spell from the next day.
I mean, you can. In that case, you can do an identification check before you go to bed because we haven't done one today, and then you can do it one again in the morning.
You have in fact done one today.
You did it when
Yeah,
we get up.
I did one this morning before we left, and I'm
Alright.
saying I'm going to do another one tomorrow before
Alright.
we leave.
You do that.
Also, it's one roll per item, of course, not one in total. But you only have, well, it depends on how many technomancy spells you want to use.
Oh, yes.
The duration is 3 rounds per level, so
Oh, then you could do all 3, really.
yep.
Well, there's 4 different items, so 3 of those.
Yeah, what do you think I should investigate first, the blacksmith tong or the silver disc things?
The rod, I say, because that's still the most
Well,
mysterious.
I mean, the rod and the plastic object, I'll do both of, but for my third round.
Sparkling silver discs in that case. The blacksmith tongue
Yep.
seems fairly obvious what they do.
Well, maybe
What about the necklace? How do we
that would
identify
require a
Check
form
magic.
of identification that I'm no good at.
You would have to use a
Spellcraft.
spellcraft skill check.
I can try it.
I can do that.
You're probably better than I am.
Probably.
Yeah, well, I'll
Got like a +4.
make my 3 rolls. First for the rod, second for the plastic object, third for the silver discs.
None of those. The last roll for the silver discs. Well, having looked at the other objects, you do realize that some of them seem to have a sort of slot where exactly silver discs would fit, but putting money in there makes little sense. It does, however, make sense to put something in there that has some sort of form of energy in it,
Like a battery.
like a battery. They are batteries.
Money is depleted batteries.
Fresh out!
I thought it was CDs.
I thought
Can
so too,
you-
actually.
Can you like do that take 10 or take 20 or something? With
Not
the
on knowledge
check?
checks. Spellcraft, I think you can take 10 on spellcraft checks. Made to identify things.
Let me check.
Can't remember off the top of my head.
I don't see why not.
And what does that exactly do, the take 10?
It just
Like,
means
Counts
it's as if
as
treating
if
you
you
as if you
rolled a 10.
rolled. I rolled a 10.
Take
So
10
if it-
means you're not currently threatened and can take your time, essentially.
Yeah, so if you have a +8 and you take 10, then you roll an 18. Because it's like you rolled a 10.
So you might roll better actually if you don't take 10.
Yes.
Yes, you certainly might.
Well, I have +5 in spellcraft. I'm not sure if that's enough for the necklace.
15 might not be enough, probably.
No, I don't think so.
So it's better if I do a normal roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
That is enough to figure out what the amber enclosed necklace or the amber necklace is doing. It is a swarmbane clasp. It allows the wearer to target swarms with his weapons, unarmed attacks, and natural attacks, and deal full damage.
oh,
no.
that's useful.
Oh,
Also
The
means-
wearer is also immune against swarms' distraction ability.
Also means that all of us except one is gonna be fucked very soon.
does that
I think-
include spells or just attacks?
Well, AoE spells already do that.
I was
It only
wondering, like-
includes weapons, unarmed attacks, and natural attacks. It does not include touch attacks from spells.
Okay, well, I guess I have no use for it then.
Okay.
Put that on the
This is-
Saren.
Might be better to sell it. I don't know. I can't say. There might be 17,000 swarms down there. Beats me.
Well, I don't know, like having
Fuck that.
Chandala shooting the rifle at them.
Let's see. This is a roll for the slender metal rod with a button. This is a roll for the mechanized blacksmith's tongs. And this is a roll for the grayish plastic object that's one-handed. No.
Let me check.
Can also make spellcraft check to identify the scrolls. Cardoon.
Okay.
Zarin does figure out what the blacksmith tongs are. They are, well, unsurprisingly, they are grippers. They are used to lock objects into place or used to pry open something.
We could probably open that door.
They are used similar to a crowbar, is the word, and give you a +2 circumstance bonus on strength checks. And when you use them to lock two objects together, it would count as a strength score of 24.
Oh, it's like a clamp.
You can also apply them to creatures to deal crushing damage.
How much
like
damage?
Like a torture implement, or?
It would be a melee attack with an improvised weapon that can deal 1d4 plus 7 points of crushing damage.
That's not insignificant.
Yeah.
The procedure to attach them to a creature, however, does provoke an attack of opportunity.
What's even the point of living?
Well, that's the coup de grace weapon.
Just put it around someone's neck.
What's the crit multiplier?
Probably just a
It
times
does not
2.
have one.
It's an improvised weapon, so times 2.
That's unfortunate.
Damn it.
Guns are still incredibly good. Coup de grace weapons.
Like a scythe.
Even the scythe.
And I don't think those spellcraft checks are enough to decipher a scroll. I think it's a flat base DC 20 plus spell level. So unless it was a level 0 scroll, I don't think Heinrich is going anywhere.
I could try. Let's take a look at those scrolls.
Good roll though.
And no.
Let me double check.
Pretty hard to decipher, it seems.
Well, there's a spell for it. Read magic.
Yes, there's normally a level 0 spell that someone tends to take called Read Magic.
That just lets you do it. So.
Yes, sure.
Yeah,
You
I
have no
don't.
idea what the
I
spell-
don't have it.
Yes, we went over this last session, how none of the 3 casters...
Oh, yeah, I guess we did. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't told of this.
There's a spell list. You're free to read.
Now I just went with the suggestions you gave me.
At level 16, we'll still have them.
Yeah, they'd be like, I don't know.
Like, disintegrate robot. Oh.
Just read it and cast it and see what happens.
Yeah, blindly activate the scroll.
That we can probably do.
Well, it is the next day.
Alright, let's get our blessing and
You
let's
are
get down there.
presumably at the tavern.
Does anyone actually wear the necklace that we got?
Someone should. I would
Yeah.
say either Rothor
I have
or
a
Saren
substitute.
wear it.
Thor is there, yeah.
I think Zaren's more effective generally than I am. So.
I don't know, you fucking, like, rage murdered things, like that lady who had a name, and, like,
Sure,
the
I'll
alchemist fire.
take it. I mean, if you think so. Right.
I literally have no opinion.
Put that in my GM label then. Swarmbane Amulet.
Excuse me at the clasp.
It's an
Actually, you clasp it.
I have nothing to clasp it
You
on.
clasp on your beard, stupid.
No.
Your ponytail.
Before you head down there again, would Saren like to purchase some spellcasting from one of the acolytes at the temple?
No,
Considering
he,
your 2 hit points.
He wants to see how the Clockfather reacts.
To Saren being mortally injured.
Yes, not mortally injured. If I was mortally injured, then I'd be dead.
Oh, he will react confidently, assuming that Saren looks confidently enough, but he will drop the same hint of perhaps you should talk to one of the acolytes. It's only a small fee, for the good of the town, of course.
Rubs
No,
his fingers
10%
together.
discount.
I tried to get healing before from this guy and he was just no.
No discount. He uses magic to gamble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I knew he didn't have healing properties. I knew he wasn't a caster. I just wanted to get like their reaction. Just like I didn't want to get Val's reaction. That was being disguised, because then she'd come along with us. I don't know. Those acolytes are a bunch of leeches, man.
Mm-hmm.
They love this.
Oh yeah. This is good business for them.
I mean, we don't even get the discount.
No.
So maybe they should.
What? It's the full 10 gold pieces?
Mhm.
Yeah,
What the hell is
I
even the point of
know.
living?
It's
They
like
are-
10% of our earnings so far.
This
Okay.
whole
I'm gonna murder every single one of those motherfuckers.
They're rich corpses.
yeah, they have all our gold.
That was a terrible, shitty heal, Acolyte, and you're lucky that you worship the same god that I think is kind of cool.
Which one's that?
Lamash.
Bloodsuckers are not getting more
The
gold.
mush
pieces.
too.
You can't make me. Alright, fine. Fine, you bloodsucker. Fine.
Yes,
Go ahead.
He rubs his
Fine.
hands.
Oh, now you overachieve.
Yes,
Oh, I couldn't have been with the first
yes,
one.
yes, 7 now.
Oh,
Here you go.
with 20 gold pieces, you
Yeah, but-
crossed into the second
You
tier.
you gotta
Whoa,
get,
so try harder
you gotta
now.
get your money's worth, of course. He rubs his hands together. Yes,
They
yes.
give you like 2 gold marks that you can use to later get
Oh, it's a
like
stamp.
a kitchen knife.
Yes,
Like,
the third heal is for free.
If you have done 20, you can get 1 free second level spell.
These fucking leeches. Like, you do realize that I'm trying to fucking rescue Connie, but I know, like
Temple of
blessings
Abaddon.
and Brian, whatever, the torch
But-
Oh, but you're not buying
Under 10
anything.
gold per day.
You're not buying anything. You're donating to the good of the temple. That is incredibly fat, like acolyte. I love gold.
My son.
You can put yourselves back on the.
as we
map.
sarcastically curse the temples. Fucking bloodsuckers, am I right? Ugh.
Yeah, organized.
This is God's fault. God's the one who's saying that I should
Yeah, no,
fucking
I
get
totally-
massaged. Yep.
Right, back to the desert.
Should we try to pry open that door now that we have mechanized tools for it?
Sure.
It seemed to be that there was emphasis on opening things.
Still think we should try to press the button on that rod thing on it.
We don't know what it does. It might be like a self-destruction.
Yeah, if there was a symbol of like the same sort that was like the wand like thing on the door, then yes. But I would presume that this door was not normally made in mind with the wand.
Oh no,
Like a grenade or something.
I don't think we can open that door. I was thinking of the door with the scrap down
Well,
here.
let's try this one. I mean,
Sure.
Like this is what Meta wanted to.
What's the
Like,
harm?
well, Mr. Strong Man.
Yeah.
I think you're stronger than I am. So
No, I don't think so. It's all an illusion. It's a supernatural effect.
try. If I have the tools.
So do you get a bonus for the...
Alright,
Plus
that would
2.
be a strength check with a +2.
That is not very good.
That is not enough.
I mean, let's try again though.
Allow me.
Oh, this is an easier way. If you rolled a 20, just a flat out 20 with the grippers, is it possible to open this door?
You can
25.
spend an hour or so finding out.
Kind of don't want to spend an hour on that.
Allow me to show you the way.
That's better.
Is there any effect on the door?
The door does not budge at all.
Bollocks. Well, that's it for me. And he like flops down and takes a nap. No. Nah, he's not that tuckered out.
Here, Manikai, because it'll make you feel better. I'll go ahead and then try it. That gave me an error. Error in body of roll. Statement options of any tip.
Did you have your token selected from the other map? Oh no, you didn't because you just dragged that one.
Yes, I did.
Weird.
Temporary modifier is for mods the stat check roll, not mods the stats themselves. I'm aware. I got the same error.
That's strange. Can I do?
Let me see if I can. Yeah, so she.
No. That's a thing.
Well, my token is special.
Where does he get to have a special
1d20
token?
plus 4 plus 2. There. I tried for you, Manikai.
The door does not budge. In fact, the door budges even less, which is physically impossible.
Fucking gnome did the best of us.
I'm not a gnome. That's offensive.
Well,
I'm not one of those
as
over
the-
exuberant color freaks.
As the professor noted, this door appears to have been sealed in some fashion.
Suppose we can try the one further down.
Well, even if we do open that door, it's still completely full of metal junk and debris, according to what the professor said.
He seemed excited to get in there.
I
Why-
suppose
why-
we didn't. I suppose we didn't investigate it on the way out. I suppose we can take a look. No, Jake.
Wrong
No.
door.
This one, right?
This door.
Oh, that one.
Wanted. This was the one you wanted, wasn't
This
it?
door.
Just trying
I
to
have-
make you happy.
Where am I?
I don't know.
Oh, I didn't drag me.
You dragged me.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, I was zoomed way out, so I just grabbed a token that was like near to mine.
yeah, I noticed.
Yeah.
Charge, Siren. It's like, okay.
You go.
I'm going. Well, let's,
I mean, the door is bent. Do we have to force it open?
The door does not budge otherwise.
let's force.
Yeah.
Well, I can normally. Ta-da!
Good thing you're getting these out. Right?
Well,
That's right. I like the way you think, Manikai. I'm glad we've gone to investigate.
there we
the
go.
door.
Finally, someone puts an end to this sort of display.
The door does move, but so does the rubble on the other side. It does not move enough to crush you, however, it does move towards you, kind of bumps into you, and the door is open, revealing a rubble-filled and completely destroyed room.
Oh, search the rubble.
Well, there we go.
I even entirely is it like stacked to the ceiling?
It's like to waist height.
You can be like American Pickers in here and just like begin like swimming through.
Yeah, exactly.
Porn stars.
Fucking rummage that.
20.
I'm pretty sure that rummaging through the entire thing is going to take a lot longer than 20 times a move action. I'm not waiting for that long.
Yeah, true. Probably won't.
Let's go and see if we can figure out that lightning thing. Maybe, who knows? Maybe it just stopped.
Oh, at the cursor glance, does John see anything in the rubble room?
Maybe
No.
if we
Okay.
throw the corpse of that repair drone at them, maybe it will overload them
Oh,
or
we
something.
took that out to sell to the
We're
dude on
prepared
the.
to sell it to that guy.
Oh,
Oh, we have two of them after all.
We do
They sell better in pairs, probably.
probably.
get the whole collection.
They're like mates, you know. It's like parrots.
Well, we have a lot of bones here as well. So.
I don't think we
Need,
sell both to the guy.
No, unless they're tech bones.
Well,
Well, all these tentacles, just throw the tentacles at them.
Problem is, it's
Suspicious glance over the sands.
should we try to cross over to get
Yeah.
this?
I think that's a.
Well, then you'll be lost because you'll be out in the middle with barely a reference point.
Well, we do. We see the outcropping, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there could be another one of those. Sure, whatever.
There could be, yes.
I mean, if you're gonna be so anal about the fucking 2% of the map is unexplored, jeez.
We need 100% completion.
You're one of those people.
There's an
One of those
achievement.
people.
There's an achievement in this, yeah.
God damn it.
But there could have been a thing there.
Could have been.
Next thing you know, you're gonna want to decorate your fucking room in the
I
tavern.
do, but I won't.
I don't have a room.
I don't have anything to decorate with.
Moving through here, you do notice two things. First of all, the bones of the skeletons, some of which you have passed, are definitely not in the spots where I left them.
Oh.
And two, they do cast an eerie blue light as they seem to be knitting back together.
Yeah, who called it? I
Well,
called it.
damn.
That
How-
I definitely heard a voice other than Jake.
How
I
fast are they knitting together?
They seem to be almost done.
All right, well, let's
So-
smash them. I'll put a bullet in them.
Sure. Go shoot them all.
Yeah.
I'll go and wait at the entrance.
Running through the desert, finding all the skeletons does take a bit of time, but you certainly succeed in crushing the still lifeless bones.
So they
Again.
don't get us on the way out.
Hey, Jake. Hey, I bet if they can knit themselves back together, they could have done that even if we turned them into bone paste.
Maybe. True.
Should remember to kick those drones, robots up there a few times.
Hey, I don't suppose the professor would know how they're doing that, would he?
Maybe that would be what knowledge religion.
Maybe a knowledge arcana if it's like magic that's involved with raising them back.
Maybe.
For skeletons, it would be knowledge religion.
But if it's a magical effect being cast on them, it's knowledge arcana, so you should make a knowledge arcana check to determine whether it's a spell that's bringing them back.
Well, either
Sure.
way, it's knowledge religion. Because you know,
don't-
my knowledge arcana is under my knowledge religion.
Well, I do have the Arcana thing as well. Let's see.
Blue light seems to be a thing here. Sky's blue.
Kainrik does not think this is a spell effect.
Okay.
Not an arcane spell, anyways.
Alright. So there we are. That was fun. What excitement and adventure. Is the false wall still there?
It's still there.
Alright, now, I know this because I just looked it up in Disable Device. I can retry checks made to disable devices if I miss the check by 4 or less. Did my check result of 22 miss it by 4 or less?
Yes.
Alright. Zoran says, well, assuming the lightning's still in there, I can try and disable it again. I didn't get shot last time.
Take off the armor and get the rope.
Okay, I can't even edit myself, Sheep. I can't edit character me.
What?
Can't edit character me. It's the Acolytes. They broke my token.
Yeah, I can't do either.
50 gold to unlock the token.
I'll copy myself off the torch map and try again. Oh,
That's
this
why-
one works.
Damn
That's why they're
acolytes.
just acolytes. Because they mess things up.
I do not really appreciate them breaking my gel circuitry like that.
They- They love gold.
Like, I'm not supposed to be fully.
Turns out that Bri is actually a goddess of money. They were too busy like counting all of the fucking gold pieces they got from me. Fucking
Just like
leeches.
lazily flicking a spell at you.
They
while
may
they,
say
like,
she's the god
flick
of
through a
smiths.
stack.
It's really the god of mints.
Servant,
Goddess of go fuck yourself, you stupid twat.
more dates and do fan my corpulence. Yes.
Zoran is gonna like peek his head in just to make sure the lightning's still a thing.
Oh, it's still there.
Alright, and then as he did before, eventually trying to time himself properly to scroll himself into the corner and give this disabling thing another shot. Might as well keep rocking with it since a 22 wasn't good enough. I'm going to utilize both my Nanite Surge as well as Inspired on this because I am so inspired right now. You don't even...
Let's surge.
Do it.
Yes.
Aha.
Back of that, and then 26. Is that good enough? That's still like an average roll for me.
26 is good enough to shut it off, at least for the moment.
Zoran like looks for the room and calls out as like the blue glow fades from his skin. I have disabled this at least for now. It's possible that the circuitry might activate again.
Well, we should press on then, when we have the chance.
Oh, good work.
Indeed.
Back at like the weird wall thing illusion.
And shift out of my tiger focus.
Were you what?
Oh yes, that's something that never got described. The tiger focus. That's the thing I did. Striped orange and black fur appears on Zarin. His head grows larger, his mouth filling with wickedly sharp teeth. His shoulders become broader, his fingers flexing with power, and his eyes, typically blue, glow a menacing yellow. He swaps out of that into his bowl focus whenever you enter the room, which is coarse, short black hair appears over Zarin's body. 2 bony knobs like small horns form atop his head. His nostrils widen and flare, while his teeth grow blunt. His brow flexes into a perpetual look of disapproval.
He's so furry.
He's so peculiar.
Yeah.
I can see why the wizard
Yeah,
adopted him, I guess.
peculiar is a good word.
You are in yet another hallway that looks pretty identical to the others. To your north, however, there seems to be a door that is currently closed, with next to it a small protrusion with a small slit in it.
Professor or Saren want to go first? Someone who actually knows anything about this sort of place?
Zarin
What
looks
did
over
you
the
say was
professor.
on the wall? Like a protrusion thing?
A knob with a slit. About like 3 centimeters wide.
Like,
Also worth mentioning that these hallways are in fact lit by a faint blue light.
how big are the batteries?
The batteries they don't fit in slits. They have a bulge in the middle.
Got it.
We haven't picked up anything that's like slit, sized and shaped. Like the silver discs, I don't think they qualify either. Because
Yeah, that's what I was
apparently
just
those
saying.
are dead batteries now.
And the yeah.
No, there's nothing in equipment that we've gotten.
Battery-powered door with like a slit outside of it.
Be mean.
Okay, get in.
I mean, I as a player think I know what that means, but I certainly have no fucking idea.
We
Our
the blue,
equipment doesn't match that.
the blue key card. We need a Doom door opening sounds.
Nothing this way?
That's a great sound.
Yes, there's one open door to the east, and
There's
the
a
hallway
It's
continues.
huge.
That is a big door.
It's
Is it
a weird
open?
door.
It is open. It's also not as big as it looks.
What?
It's swole. It's a swole door.
Do you even
Spoiler.
open, bro?
To the
It
north
lifts.
is a
And
closed
I still
door.
can't see very far in here.
Yeah, it's supposed to be lit, but I guess I could just.
So if
change
there's
the version.
monsters, then I will be unduly surprised.
There we go.
Perhaps we can find an explanation for why those skeletons are bringing themselves back in here.
Is the blue glow, the skeletons, the same type of blue glow that is in this corridor?
No, this blue glow is more white than the eerie glow of the skeletons.
Okay.
To the north, coming closer to the door, you do hear the sounds of movement as well as faint chanting in a language that, well, none of you really understand.
Well, that sounds promising.
Was it
Especially,
Undercommon?
especially if the professor doesn't know it.
Yeah, I mean, I know Androffen, if it's that.
It is not in Androffen.
I'm glad that it's not
Okay.
that.
Yeah, that would be frightening.
Could you see a bit more? So sort of points to the door, and then does sort of a fist against palm sort of motion.
Mm-hmm.
Zarin will nod with that and say, if it's a live creature in here, then it might very well be in league with the robots or the Technics.
Kill it.
Yep. Ready to weapon.
I'm gonna go in and
No.
cast lead blades on
Bow out.
Autobots, roll out!
I mean, whatever's in there, whoever it might be, just shoot before asking questions.
Oh, my son! You have
It's like, yeah, it's like a weak
It's like, you never told us he was looking like a weird tech eye guy.
Well, I'm pretty sure the guy wouldn't know that if he suddenly grew an extra set of arms. We'll just bring him back to the council and say we found him like that.
You'll inherit
Get
the
the
tavern.
4,000 gold pieces.
You might be a gibbering mass of horror at this point.
Well, you can't open the doors from a distance.
No, we want to make sure everyone's ready, and that I'm not alone.
I am
Yeah,
so
my-
ready.
My body is ready.
Yeah, I'm
God
prepared.
damn, it's so difficult to maneuver in here.
The chanting does seem to have stopped as you approach the door.
Kick it in!
Alright. Bonk.
Let's hope it's not
Nothing
hard.
happens.
Dunk. Oh, God, fuck.
Fucking
Oh, it's the dumbest thing.
Get the grippers. Get the halfling.
Right.
You can certainly open the door. Give me just a second here. As what you see in here is, first of all, another of those four-armed humanoid skeletons, as well as something that is not quite a skeleton. There is desiccated and dry skin on it. However, it is certainly sustaining wounds that should be bleeding profusely, but it's not. In fact, it doesn't even seem to notice. It is wearing scraps of clothing, and in two of its forearms, it is wielding two short swords.
And were we standing like in front of like a one-way mirror out here?
Maybe.
Window.
He was like sipping his wine and laughing at us.
Quite
It
creepy.
is also not surprised, and neither is the skeleton.
Well, damn it.
Unsurprised skeleton.
Skeleton moves forward and swings at Rothor.
My initiative rolls have been
Yeah,
subpar.
you're not doing great there.
And misses. Heinrich.
Do I think that the not so bony one is undead as well?
That would be a knowledge religion.
I don't have that skill.
And you don't really know.
Yeah. Well, I will assume it is because it's not bleeding from those wounds, so. Let's see. Yeah, I don't even have to move, so I will. This crossbow is not going to do much good against that skeleton, so I will cast the acid spell.
Against the skeleton?
Yeah, the skeleton 7.
Okay. That does not hit his touch.
Okay.
Sarah.
Is there enough room in this hallway to stand in the side? Like, otherwise I can't do anything.
Yeah, if we just do... Whoop. If
But
you
the
just-
last time I snapped myself off the grid, I fucking cut myself, so...
You can move right there if you don't snap the grid. You should be able to stand next to each other in these hallways. It's just a bit awkward because grids.
Okay. I'll go ahead and, basically, I'll just use the entire move action rather to just sort of, like, shove and, like, try and elbow my way into this spot. Got a -1 because I'm a loner, and this is not helping me here as I try and hit this motherfucker.
That does not hit.
No, I don't need more elbow room. I in my turn.
Birmingham.
I'll move up. I'm like, oh, there's a guy back there.
Hello,
Let's try to shoot him, because shooting in a melee is hard.
I'm Professor Cobbletoss.
Yeah, I will be lucky. Oops, I had the wrong token selected.
Well, let's see how lucky you actually are. Get him, Jake.
Yeah, I had to reselect the attack frame because I had the wrong token selected. I had it from the other map. There we go.
Against the one in the back?
The one in the back, the living one. Well, the
It does hit,
theoretically living
and
one.
the small arrow does stick in its skin, but it does not even seem to notice.
Hmm.
Anything else?
Well, I do have a move action, right? I could try to identify it. What sort of knowledge check would that be?
That would be knowledge religion. You would recognize this creature as not only being one of those four-armed creatures, obviously, but also a Juju zombie.
A Juju zombie.
It's a
Oh,
fucking
yes.
Juju zombie. Holy shit.
What does a Juju zombie do?
It is, first of all, an undead. It is also rather more intelligent than the usual undead. As well as also much stronger, as well as resistant to most things that are not magical.
Basically, like they're like a normal zombie, except it retains the skills and abilities it had when it was alive, instead of just being like a lifeless corpse.
I don't like the sound of resisting non-magical things.
No, I don't like that either.
They are also resistant to fire, immune to cold and electricity, and immune to magic missiles.
Good
Fuck.
lord. Good lord, what a thing.
And Paizo put the. Well,
So
But
if we
we can
grapple
do
it,
Grab it! We can sell it. Imagine how much we can sell this thing for.
will that be slavery though? Since it's
What? No, of course not.
intelligent.
hypothesize
It's
about
dead.
that after combat.
Chandala.
Let's see
Well,
what we can
Chandala sees this thing. Here's what Professor shouts out, and she frowns deeply. And you see her open one of her strange, like, pouches she has in her bandolier, also marked with one of her army symbols. She pops it into the musket with a strange clicking sound, takes aim, spends a grit point on Deadeye to double my range on my musket, and shoots the zombie thing with an entangling shot from the alchemical cartridge she has used.
Okay, how does it work?
It's a normal attack. If I hit it, he needs to do a DC 15 reflex save or become entangled.
Okay.
So I'm gonna attack here. I'm not gonna power attack because I'd rather hit this thing.
I like the idea of you hitting it too. I mean, I should have rolled the ones out of this thing earlier with the strength checks, guys. So.
17 touch.
It's great damage.
That just hits his touch.
Oh god. Well, reflex save then, please.
Do no damage, but it will try the reflex save. And succeed.
Yeah, that's enough. It might be entangled for one round, even if it makes the save.
It would be important to know.
I need to look that up. Hang on. No, it doesn't seem it is.
This guy has as much touch as the gremlins do, Jonathan.
It's fearful. It is absolutely fearful.
No, it's not entangled.
No,
It resists completely.
Yep. Well, I tried.
Fucking Juju.
Is it wearing like armor?
It does not seem to be wearing armor,
At least that's something.
I think.
Well, that would be good to know.
It is not wearing armor, although it is wearing a cape.
Da-da-da.
It will move forward and cannot attack because the skeleton is in the way. Roll for.
I'll attack the skeleton.
Hi, guys.
Oh,
Come on, Jimmy.
just smack it.
That is a miss.
Oh well.
The
5 foot step back.
Okay. The skeleton will then full attack against Zarin with all its 4 claws.
The 20 will hit me.
Right. It's 4 points of damage.
Alright.
Kenrick.
So, I guess undead are immune to mind spells.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Unfortunately, they're not constructs.
Yeah. I mean, they're constructs of bone, but
Actually.
Actually,
I don't think Paizo is going to allow you to actually
We're all made in the image of God, right?
But there's more than one god in this game.
Yeah, but they all made us anyway.
Did they?
I choose to believe that they did. Believe
Okay.
in power.
Well, okay.
oh, well, I guess the only thing that I have useful is the acid spell, so keep going with that. I will need to move.
I recommend trying to hit the Juju zombie back there. If I hit the skeleton, it's going down.
Yeah, and we need to, I guess, get some spell damage in on that. Yeah, let's see. Probably won't hit its touch though.
Well, it's resistant to non-magical stuff, so I mean, you got the magic.
Yeah, do we have much attack magic? Well, let's see.
That does hit its touch.
1d4 acid. Go!
I thought it was 1d3. I think we had this
Oh.
question last
Oh
week.
yeah, maybe it is. It's just,
Yeah, 1d3.
Got hardcore nerfed.
it did.
How did you do it? Like slash.
Slash
R.
R.
Yeah, slash roll or slash R, and then space and 1d3.
He takes 2 points of acid damage.
First blood.
And that's it.
Okay, Zarin.
This is still factoring in my -1 attack penalty. Can't do anything. Zarin is going to stand there. He's not going to move back. I end my turn.
Okay, come here.
Shoot at the zombie.
That hits the zombie, but
Does
does
no
not confirm
damage.
and does
Doesn't-
no
yeah.
damage. Shandala.
Well, let's try the same again. Let's try to hit the hit 2F zombie thing. We'll do the same thing as we did before. Hoya!
That does not hit.
Well,
Isn't that against his touch?
that
That's
is
still
against
miss.
touch.
Still missed.
Oh yeah, I've just been rolling well. I'm like, how am I hitting? But that time I crit, and the first time I rolled well.
Anything else?
No.
With one of its 2 free arms, it will take a javelin from its back and throw it at Keinrich.
It's too intelligent. It won't throw into melee. It knows.
No, I should have cast out mage armor.
You should have.
You're also the person who hit him. And
Well,
he's
there
all
goes
about
the
that.
there goes the sorcerer.
That is
Oh.
indeed a hit.
Yeah.
Well, there went the 1d3 damage.
All the
what's
damage
it
we've
look
done
like
so
a-
far is really.
Undead monk.
I don't know how the fuck we're gonna stop this thing.
I don't know either. If it has more than 17 touch, that is.
And it's like, well, you just saw what the Kasaba did with like 4 attacks on me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how these melee attacks are gonna look on this thing.
It has also once again started to chant eerily and ominously.
But zombies can only destroy
So, yeah,
have one
so-
attack per turn, right?
So Keinrich would take the damage.
Permanently
you should
staggered?
apply that to him, and that's gonna knock him unconscious, right?
Probably Juju zombie. Yeah, no, yeah, Kenrick is gonna go unconscious.
Make
That-
this a destined strike. See if we can knock this skeleton
Well,
around.
I don't think he knows how to apply damage to his token.
Damn it.
I don't know whether he's done that before.
well,
is not a
hit your token and then hit HP change or F5 and then type in how much damage you got.
Oh, there we go.
The
As
skeleton
everyone misses.
will continue attacking Zarin.
Those are all
And-
misses.
Miss with everything. Keinrich, do a stabilization roll. Click your token and look for the HP dying macro. It
Okay.
should be... Yeah, okay. That is a failure on that save. Zarin.
Zarin has still concerned about the full attacks and certainly does know that he could have gone down at that point. But by the grace of the acolytes of Bry, yes, that's surely what preserved him here. And no fucking other thing. Thanks, acolytes.
You love gold.
That was also a terrible damage roll with fucking 3d6 plus 6.
That does hit, however, and down the pile of bones.
Alright, so one thing
Okay.
is down.
That's
All
the
right,
times
and-
3 crit one.
And now, I 5-foot step back. And in my turn,
Let's
Okay.
see. Let's see if I can finally be effective.
Oh god! Professor! Brilliant, Professor!
Right in the eye. It does no damage.
Oh no!
That hit actually does more than the acid did.
Yay.
Brilliant, Professor!